Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
Welcome back, everyone. And then there were two. Yes, I'm talking about the final two teams in the Wheatland Football League. The Holy Rosary Raiders look to defend their Wheatland Football League crown at home against the St. Paul Lions. We'll pick it up in the first. Raiders using the end around to get on the board. Mr. Garrett Krzyzanowski with tons of real estate. Holy Rosary up 7-0. The Lions would respond moments later in the quarter. It's going to be Liam Chris who goes up the gut and punches it in for 6. The PAT is good. 7-7 after 1. To the second quarter, the Raiders' run game regains the lead. Quinn McPherson just breaks the plane. 14-7 for the good guys. The Lions only putting up 44 yards in the air in their lone meeting with the Raiders. When you have guys like Justin Miller, there's a reason why. Miller with a huge pick, 61 yards down into Lions territory. Next series, it's going to be Tommy Yanchuk, who will fake the handoff and scamper near the sideline, making one guy miss. He'd be dropped at the 1-yard line. Following play, it's going to be Yanchuk who calls his own number again. Raiders lead 21-7. Now, before the end of the half, the Raiders would add one more touchdown. Yanchuk airing it out to Eric Garreau. That made it 27-7, and the Raiders would cruise to a 41-21 victory, capturing their second straight Wheatland title. Let's head back to Raider Bowl for post-game reaction. From offense, defense, and special teams, it was a game the Holy Rosary Raiders controlled from the get-go to become back-to-back WFL champions.
Just looking at the scoreboard, knowing what we had achieved, I mean, maybe when we got the safety, I don't know, but just knowing we had achieved something special. It's not every day you get to go back-to-back.
When we were able to run the ball and march all the way down the field, and they're like, 6 yards at a time, I'm thinking, okay, we got control of this game. If you control the line of scrimmage, and I thought we did, you're going to win just about every football game you're in.
And attacking the line was key in limiting the Lions' rushing, led by Donovan Campo.
They started keying off me really well up the center, but, I tried to break some and just tried my best out there to get some more yards. We came out hitting hard. Couldn't ask for a better team to play with. It's been great all the way through. It's a great team to play against. A lot of heart from both teams.
The 4 guys they have in the backfield, plus their quarterback, any one of those guys could take it to the house on any play. So our defense has to be sharp. We only gave up, 21? We gave up 21. That's pretty good against these guys. It's one less than last time we played them, on a big stage, and they're good athletes. I'm proud of our kids for stepping up and playing some really good D.
You've got to tip your hats to them. They came out and they made more plays than we did. They've got a lot of weapons, and we had a hard time defending all that they can do. That grade 11 quarterback's outstanding. 34, 33, you go down the list, they're a great team.
And it was number 33's play or plays that made him a threat. Justin Miller was forced to play on all sides of the ball in the game due to some injury issues and made an impact with a touchdown and an interception.
Coach tells us every game that we play 4 quarters of football. 4 hard quarters of football, and that's what we got to do. We got to go out there, hit hard for all 4 quarters, keep the pedal to the metal, and just go at her.
He's a man out there, he's a really mature kid. He's got a lot of swag, and he comes out here and just says, give me the ball. Put me in every position. It doesn't matter. I'll get it done, coach. And he just does it every game. He gets something done. He makes big plays.
All right, to some Wheatland Football League Bantam-style semifinals. All Lloydminster tilt, Mustangs, Chargers, third quarter. Chargers, Ryan Olsen goes all the way to the house and makes it 40-10 for the Chargers. Next series, Nathan Zacharias on the ball, picks the pass, takes it for a major. That's a Chargers 47-12 lead. More on the ground game for the Bolts. Jamin Rossett looks like he was cloaked by all orange, bypassing the tacklers, finding the end zone. The Mustangs would eventually answer back with a touchdown of their own. Liam Frolich, nice spin move all the way into the end zone. 2-point convert was good, but not enough though. Chargers would take it 74-20 the final. Chargers now face the Bonneville Bandits for the WBFL title next weekend. To some hockey now, midget female. PWM Steelers taking on the Calgary Fire. Early second, Steelers down 2-0. And they would apply some pressure. It'll be Madison Cole who will turn Fire. They'll be stopped. Kendall Hall tries to shoot over a pile of bodies but no luck. Steelers on the man advantage this time around. Nicole Corbella will walk in down low, but Katie Crowther making the simple save. Now, before the period is done, Isabel Johnson from the red line gets a friendly bounce off the ice, and it goes into the back of the net. It was that type of afternoon for the Steelers. Even Johnson was surprised herself. Fire win by a score of 5-0. Now from action last night, Bobcats taking on Grand Prairie in the first. Kevin Dara breakaway. He will score his 10th of the season. Bobcats up 1-0. Less than 3 minutes later, it's going to be the man called TVT, Troy Van Teetering, who will pressure Carter Wolski. The puck will squeeze to Taylor Mulder, who feeds TVT nicely. Cats now up 2-0. To the second period, they will pile on the goals. Marco Ballerin will break out from his own zone. He elects to keep it, and the beauty wraparound is good to go. Marco, well done. 3-0 Bobcats. The Storm eventually do break the goose egg. It'll be Wolski with a nice little wrister from the D-man. That makes it 3-1. 2.5 minutes later, though, the home side would get that back on the power play. Nick Quillen's shot, eyes for the back of the net. Cats would restore that 3-goal advantage. Now, during the last stretch, the Bobcats have got a lot of puck luck in 9 games. Case in point, Austin Yaremchuk's goal. The Bobcats would add another and win by a score of 6-1. Two teams are back at it tonight at the Civic Center, 7:30 puck drop. Let's go to some volleyball action from the Rustlers last night. Ladies in tough facing the Kings Eagles. Now, after dropping the first set 25-22, the ladies dug themselves into a hole and tried to climb out of it. And it definitely helps when you have a nice little block by Alyssa Grondin and Alex Unger. They were down 19-11. Now 22-17 Eagles. It'll be Carrie Alcorn getting over the blocks. Rustlers can't recover. And then a little bit later after that, the Rustlers trying to at least redeem themselves. A great block here by Michelle Lang. Well, we'll go to set point. And the set not timed right, forcing the Rustlers just to get it over. It lands out of bounds. The Kings would take the second set and actually the match in 4. Now, both teams are back in Edmonton tonight. Rematch is actually going on as we speak. Now, to the men's side, we will go. The unbeaten Rustlers were put to the test, taking on the Eagles in the first set. Matthew Clayton with the beautiful kill, putting the Kings up 3. I mean, now 24-24, the Kings. The Rustlers would respond. It's going to be Arnott Mackay with his 3rd kill of the set, keeping his team alive. Oliver Profit will send his spike out of bounds coming up. Now to actually make it a 24-22 game for the Kings. So the Rustlers trying to make a go of it, but the Eagles eventually would take the match in straight sets, winning the first 25-22, then 25-20, and 25-20. Meanwhile, it's back to business for the ladies and men's basketball teams for the college here. Both the Rustlers teams came out with victories last night against the Kings and look for a sweep. The ladies are underway. The men tip off 8 o'clock. And that is all the time we have in sports. Chris Chacon has your weather details coming up.